Oh, he's here. He's here. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I know. I'm not gonna. Hi, Tech.
What's with it?
How are you?
I'm kicking it like a
Is it cool
donkey.
to hear people say high tech because it's like it's a like stuff high tech?
High tech.
That's fine.
Yeah, I used to wear high tech boots back
Fucking
in the day. So
fire.
when everybody used to, it was like around the Naughty by Nature era. You know, we were all wearing high techs. You know, and everybody be like high tech.
Yep.
I was like, hey, that's me. Got it on my
You
shoe.
know what I love? One of my favorite things about you is your ability to play on words so well. Even interfere, like that being interfere and interfere at the same time. Like it's like, forgive
Yeah,
me if I'm not using the correct definition, but it's like a double entendre, right? Like it's like has more than one meaning.
yeah,
Uh, when did you know like
exactly.
this is what I'm gonna go with? Interfere, like just the whole that messaging.
I just like all my other records, I usually dream the title. And soon as I dream the title, I call my partner Travis,
Mm.
like, I got it. I got it. It's going to be called KOD. It's going to be called King of Darkness because my mom is sick. He's like, hell yeah. And I wake up again. I'm like, I got it. I'm going to call this one Planet because I'm going to create my whole different planet. You know what I mean? I'm going to create my own planet since this one is so corrupt. Da, 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 da. So this was just like then. I was on tour like a year and a half ago, maybe. I don't know. And I dreamt it and I was like, I got it. It's called Enterfear. It's called Enterfear because I want to enter my fears, all my fears. And by the end of this collection of songs, I want to exit all my
Hmm.
fears. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to interfere. And that's how I came
Dude,
up
I
with it.
think that's so fire. I know that. Okay, so Bible head talk. In the Bible, no other word or like phrase has is like mentioned more than like do not fear, like stop fearing. And the only way to get to that stage of not fearing is by facing head on. So
Mhm.
I feel that's just perfect.
Exactly.
That's a perfect for this time and
It
everything.
is.
Especially since so many people are in
It
their
is.
fears right now off of what's going on. Uh
Exactly. What a perfect time for this record, you know?
so do you think
You got to excuse me. You you got to excuse me. I just got through eating a poor rust from Jack Stack and I'm playing with my teeth. Even though I flossed afterwards, I'm still checking my teeth for
no
meat.
worries because it's the internet, and if you did have some, they'd be sure to jump on it. So definitely understandable. I
Yeah.
when you talk about your dreams, right? I love like paying attention to them. I always get those people that are very just like logic minded that don't really kind of adhere to the fact that maybe what we're dreaming are messages. Have you always like you? I need to pay
Hmm.
attention to what I'm dreaming. I need to give this a priority, give this like its own reverence versus like someone that's like, oh, it's just a dream.
If I didn't dream and follow my dreams, there would be no strange music. You know what I mean? And all like a lot of my songs, like Riot Maker, I dreamt that beat, got up in the middle of the night, like 4 o'clock in the morning, got my little voice recorder, my dictaphone, and hummed the dun 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 because I heard it in my sleep. So I got up the next day, went to the studio, got with my producer, and Riot Maker is a classic in
Oh yeah.
Strangeland now. So a lot of these a lot of these things like the snake in the bat, the symbol and everything, I dream these things. I'm really into theatrics. I'm really into cinema, you know. So I learned symbolism by watching Public Enemy and the lynch mob and stuff like that. You know, you just see their symbol and you don't have to know their name. You just know that that's Public Enemy. When they see the snake in the bat, they think Tech N9ne. When they see the
Yes.
barcode cross, they think Tech N9ne. Yeah, I dream all these things. So I thoroughly believe in following your dreams because if I didn't, we wouldn't
Hell
be
yeah.
here
And just
now.
even having that confidence and that wherewithal to be like, I'm gonna go with it, because we all have dreams, we all have those ideas, but it's like, it's that also self-belief that, oh, I should execute this too, like I should take that next
Yeah,
beyond just feeling it. That's like,
exactly.
this record, out the song Outdone, I feel like it is such an important record because, not strange to you, you are very insider. Your fan is also someone that can talk to you and know what you're talking about. You don't keep too much of a like of a guard up with people, and I think that's the biggest bond we have with you, is that you're like, "Look, you want me to tell you the real
Yes,
deal? Listen to this song," and you do it in such a way that,
exactly.
listening to something like Outdone and understanding that you want people to know your full on timeline. You want people to understand, like,
Exactly.
this is documentation. It's beyond just, here's what I think,
Yes,
here's an opinion, or here's like these crazy bars, but I want you guys to know that this is gonna go down in some, when someone wants to learn about you, they don't even need to go to Wikipedia. Listen to a song. I'll tell you about myself. Um, you've
exactly.
given us that approach where it's very like, you're gonna hear about me versus hear from me. Is that important to you, for people to know who you are from you?
When you have a discography like mine, you have new fans coming in every day, you know? So you have to be mindful of the fans that's been here since day one and the fans that are just now coming in. So for the fans just coming in, maybe you have to pop your collar real quick on a song like I Ain't, you know what I mean? Or Outdone, where it's a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
serious, you know. I'm like trying to punch it in, like beat it
Yeah.
into their skull, like acting like you don't see me in the conversation of the greatest. I never got a nomination because you hated. You calling me abomination when it was domination when you played it. You know, it's just me like really pointing the finger at the industry, like
Mm-hmm.
stop playing with me. You know, I've been here for all this time, killing the
Right.
whole time as well. Yeah,
Or
no,
even how you've said, like, I made it from the outside. I'm building this empire from the outside.
mm-hmm.
And I think it's easy, and it
Yeah,
might be a little bit conspiracy theorist to think that, like, if they don't want you, they won't acknowledge you on your, but it's a real thing. If someone chooses, okay,
yeah,
we're not going to mention this person, that's how they get erased from history, because we're not mentioning them. But you made such a like ground, like,
exactly,
I'm going to stand on this hill and you're going to hear about me. And I think that, plus how much our us fans love you, it's like, no, the story's gonna be told. Whether you guys, we're like the lost sea scrolls. Like, the story's gonna be told of Tech N9ne,
exactly,
whether he's acknowledged by the mainstream or not. It's
exactly. I'm documenting as I'm rap as I'm rhyming. You know what I mean? I'm creating the strange
right.
history, and it's already here. We're already here. We're already here in the strange history books and in the hip hop history books for real. Because after a while, all of my peers started to find out about this best kept secret
Mm-hmm.
called Tech N9ne, and I'm gonna always remind people like, you know, I
Yeah.
got it.
I gotta tell you, when I first got up on you, I remember it was like the Cribs episode, and I'm like a my brother made sure, when he's 12 years older than I am, so my brother made sure I knew all of Wu-Tang, I knew Tribe, I knew everything. Like, I wasn't just new and to the
Mm-hmm.
like right now the contemporary, and then so I'm like, you're like, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
know everyone, and then I saw the Cribs episode, and I saw how much rappers like to show their shit. Like, look at my house, and it's just like, who the fuck is that has a
mm-hmm.
nicer house than all you motherfuckers? Like, and like has like the respect to back it. And learning
Oh
you
yeah,
that way, it kind of shows like the the process you took at a time when it wasn't an easy process to take. I know you're kind of loading.
yeah,
I don't know if you can hear me. When it was like the word independent was not as accepted and as encouraged as it is now. Uh, to see that,
exactly.
and to see that kind of be like the trend now. I spoke about this with Nipsey, and seeing him look towards people like yourself in order to get that loop
Yeah,
going. Had you not been first, like, had you not walked, had you not crawled, other people couldn't walk, and then the other people now couldn't run.
exactly,
You see that as part of your
exactly.
legacy too.
Of course, man. A lot of people like Nipsey, whenever I met them, they said they had been tuning in for a long time and saw that if I did it, that they could do it as well. You know what I mean? Another person who told me that was Wiz Khalifa. He said when he saw what I was doing, it made him say, shit, I can do the same thing. You know what I mean? There's so many people that realized we were pretty much at the forefront. We weren't the only
Right.
ones, though. You know what I mean? You know, there was always psychopathic with Insane Clown Posse. There was always Master P, you know what I'm saying, with No Limit. You know what I mean? There was always E40 with Sick With It, just to name a couple. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was just that a lot of people were pretty scared to spend their own money or lose their money and then keep going. But we kept going when we lost money because we knew we had something special. And look where we are now, album 22.
That's wild. And you know what?
I know, right?
You can hear a song, you can hear all of your discography, and it's very rare, if not at all, that like you don't repeat bar. Like you can give us new bars every day. Like it's not like we're gonna hear the same concept.
Yes.
We're gonna hear the same bars. We're gonna hear the same like even
Exactly.
like the same like metaphor. You're like, no, I got it. Like you want some more?
Yeah.
I'll chopper salad to you. Like
yes. It's because to me, there's no what you call it? I don't even know what it's called. There's no writer's block. That's what you call it. Something I never get.
Yeah.
Because the cure for writer's block is to simply go out and have something happen to your ass or read something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm always living life. I'm full of life. And I'm always searching for more mentally. So the only problem is not even a problem. Only thing that I have to study for real is how I'm gonna flow on that beat, the style, the pitch.
Like, what's the delivery?
You know what I mean? So yeah, the delivery, the cadence. So it's like the beat will tell you exactly what you can do, because when you're a master of many styles like I am, you can do so much on a beat if it's the right tempo. You know what I'm sizzling? And usually the beats instruments let you know what else you can do pitch wise. You know what I mean? So it's never that I don't have words, because I'm always searching for more. It's the style. I'm always trying to show you other styles, like, you know what I'm saying? Like some kind of pattern that you're not used to hearing, you know? I like to play because my fans are technicians, you know what I'm saying? They love the technical style of rhyme. So I have to keep that technique sharp. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem said.
I know that, especially like you perfected the chopper style to me, and so many people go to you for like the how-tos, right? But then there's so many people that, because they don't understand it or they don't have that ear for it, they like cast it aside of like, that's not rap. I've heard it so many times where it's like, they're just rapping fast, they're not saying anything. And I think that's a common misconception about chopper style, and even that you guys think that's our intent. Like you guys are on the outside giving like very critical opinions of something you're not even too aware of. Does that become frustration amongst so many other frustrations that like people kind of have?
Usually the people, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. Usually the people who say those things about choppers are the people who can't do it. You know what I'm sizzling? So if you listen to Tech N9ne, you know that we don't just, I said we, yeah, because I'm the king of the clown, the G. I'm sorry, I'm three people. When you think of Tech N9ne, we don't just rap to rap fast. I can do all types of hip hop, slow, fast, but I'm a murderer when it comes to chopping. I'm from the Midwest, and that's what we do. But at the same time, we could do everything else. And for people who say that they're just rapping fast and ain't saying nothing, they ain't trying to listen. Because I got serious songs like Outdone, for one, that I'm rapping some real shit when I'm going fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some personal shit. You know what I mean? Very personal.
Yeah.
Problems
like
that I have
stuff,
and
like,
everything.
And
yeah.
I feel like even without done, I gotta commend you for that, because so often when there is an issue or when we are outside looking in, it's so easy to assume who's on what side, what happened where. But you, again, you
Yeah.
take these moments to be like, look, here's my feeling about it.
Yeah.
Here's my perspective about it. So you guys don't have to twist it into whatever words you want to. Like that.
Exactly. Exactly. And I just want people to know that I don't start problems. I try to solve problems.
Yeah.
But with some people, problems they can't help but create. So when it gets so bad and it's somebody that you got love for, sometimes when you write your life, you have to write it in there, but in a respectful way, because you got respect for their families. You know what I mean? But at the same time, just know that it's on my mind and it's on my heart. You know what I mean? And I don't like for people to think that I'm going at people and dissing them, because if I'm going to diss somebody for real, I'm going to make it clear, because that's what we do. But if I keep it discreet, it's because of the respect of their kids and their wives, straight up.
And then it's a lesson that people could learn when you make it that general, because people can be going through a similar situation. They could just like apply it to themselves.
Yeah.
This record I want to talk about too, Feel So Sad. Your ability to empathize with other people's situations is also commendable, because often it's like, okay, what can I write about myself? What about my perspective? What about me? And you're just like, no, I saw this. Even help holding yourself accountable in situations where maybe you shouldn't have been there, you should have said something. People aren't like that. I know to you it might feel natural, but people are like, their best lawyer, and they've never done anything wrong. Even it's very hard to hold themselves accountable. How easy is it for you to do that, or how do you get to that place to be like, look, even I did some shit?
It's crazy because you have to get to a point, or you don't have to, but I feel like you have to, if you're going to be a true artist, you have to come from a sincere place. You can't talk to millions of people if you're bluffing. You know, we can make up stories. You know, in hip hop, you can create with your imagination. Yes, that's a thing. But with these songs like Angel Baby and Feel So Sad, these are real stories. You know what I mean? That I've seen with my eyes, and touching on homosexuality in that song and everything. It takes bravery because it's sensitive subjects. You know what I mean? But to become a true artist, I feel like you have to come from a sincere place. Even if you're ignorant to something, you know what I mean? And you want to say, dude, I was tripping. And I stopped because I was tripping. I said in the song, you know, I called myself on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm sincere with it, with all my real stories. And when I find these stories, when I remember them, like I'm in the shower or something, and I remember like, ooh, that's what I'm going to talk about on the second verse. You know what I mean? It's so exciting. Yeah. It's so exciting to find what, like, you got what you're going to talk about on the first verse. You're like, what am I going to talk about on the second and third? I got it. Stories that I find in the back of my head, man, of like, people have to hear this. And I'm glad I got a lot of that out in this.
You know what I feel like, and I haven't gotten a chance to speak to you. Like I've always wanted to, but like, what I saw you, how diplomatic you were when there was a situation regarding Sriracha, when it was like Joyner and Logic, and just your commentary there about loving both of them, wishing something would have happened another way, and understanding both of their sides of it, to see them then patch it up. How did you feel about that? Because I know that there can be some sort of like, damn, this should happen on my song. This should have like, and it's like to now see it come around to like they're on good terms.
That's a good thing, man. You know what I mean? Because it's all MC shit. You know what I mean? It's, you know, it's just MC shit that happens amongst MCs, and it always happens to me because I really love MCs, because I'm an MC myself. So I love people who take the time with rhyme and respect the skill. You know what I mean? And those two guys are ones I look to for that. And maybe in that whole situation, maybe I shouldn't have told Joyner that I wish he wouldn't have freestyled, you know, Logic wouldn't have freestyled, because then Joyner went back and said it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh no.
Don't insert me.
And then Logic hit me on a text like, Tech, are we good? I'm like, totally, man. It's just MC shit, bro. It's nothing. And to see them do ISIS, that just warmed my heart. And to see Eminem and Joyner finally link and do Homicide, you know what I mean? That made me feel really good as well, man, just to see everybody together and blossoming. I'm a happy camper.
Would it be worth having another go of another song with you guys together?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They know. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down to go. I'm always down to go, but it's time for them to shine and fly. You know what I'm saying? It's like they done did the Tech N9ne thing already, you know, and that level, they've been there. You know what I'm saying, with me, and I'm steadily going up as well. So maybe, you never know, man. If they ever want to dance lyrically, they'll hit me.
I love that. So the album, it drops tonight, 9 p.m. ish, or tomorrow?
The album, I think, drops. I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to know all this. I just been so busy today.
Time and everything is, I think, it not even real right now. So it's like
something drops tonight at 11.
The music video.
p.m. Something drops tonight. Maybe the video. Is the video? Okay, thank you for telling me that. I think the album drops at something drops at 11 a.m. though.
No, okay.
Is that the album? No. Because some people got the album already. The people with the pre-orders, I saw them posting it. Some people got it already. So I know the album's gonna come out tomorrow. That's what I know.
Your effort from signing so much?
Yeah. No. I'm used to it. I just did. I posted it yesterday. The other day, I just signed 1,350 in like 2.5 hours. So I'm pretty good. Like, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm pretty good. I'm damn good, actually, when it comes to signing.
Man, I love that. Tech N9ne, thank you for hanging out with me. Like, really, it's an honor. And I know you're saying, like, oh, once they do the Tech N9ne thing, that's it. No, like, you're constantly the bar. Like, I don't ever think that it's like there's the stage here and then past it. Like, you're constantly elevating too. And I think it's so cool that we're there with you. You know, we can see it and then we can tell everyone else about it. Whether they're in this bubble or not, the bubble's gonna like overcome them before they even know it. So I think I'm gonna post something at 11 p.m. and I just said something about that. So watch my post 11 p.m. Kansas City time. You know what I'm sizzling, if you're not asleep already. And I said something that had to do with what you just said. We're all here for you, Tech N9ne. Thank you so much. There's so much love in the comments. I really wish that I could like go through them, but they literally are coming up second by second. So thank you guys for watching. Tech N9ne, if you have anything to say to the people watching right now, we'd love to hear it. Besides, and get the album.
Yogini. My fans know what that means. Well, fans that are really deep into Tech N9ne know when I say Yogini, they know. And that's what I want to say to all my fans.
Thank you so much, Tech N9ne. Have a good one. Have a great release date. We're going to just keep on enjoying your shit.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.